first take a trip back to the year 1979. Australia was in the midst of change, economically, socially, and culturally. Coins were still a primary form of everyday transaction. The Royal Australian Mint was producing coins that would travel across hands, shops, and history books. Now, when we talk about the 1979 20-cent coin, we're not just talking about any coin. We're specifically interested in the version that has no mint mark. Most collectors overlook this detail, but this is where rarity begins to take shape. A mint mark is a tiny symbol that tells you where the coin was produced. Usually, coins struck in Sydney, Melbourne, or Canberra bear specific mint marks. But the 1979 20-cent coin, some of them were struck without any mint mark at all. That's not a mistake. That's a collector's dream. No mint mark coins are often part of small batches or test productions. Sometimes, they are intentional, other times, they result from unique historical circumstances. Either way, they stand out. The 1979 no mint mark 20-cent coin was released during a time when the Royal Australian Mint was transitioning equipment, and variations occurred. Only a limited number of these coins are believed to exist today in pristine condition. Now here's where things get exciting. Because of their rarity, these coins can be worth far more than their face value. A coin collector doesn't just see 20 cents, they see a piece of history, a fragment of culture, and an item that completes a rare collection. Some 1979 no mint mark 20-cent coins in uncirculated or proof-light condition have been listed and sold for impressive amounts in the numismatic market. We're talking up to $1,500 AUD or more in some private sales and auctions. And that's not just hearsay. Serious collectors are always looking for rare Australian currency to complete their sets. The key to unlocking this value lies in the condition of your coin. If you have one in brilliant uncirculated condition, you're sitting on potential gold, metaphorically speaking. Even circulated versions, if kept well, can fetch far above their face value. This coin is a conversation starter, a treasure among the ordinary. But why would someone pay hundreds or even thousands for a coin worth only 20 cents? It's simple. Rarity plus history equals high value in the collector's world. And Australia's numismatic heritage is one of the most respected globally. Now, here's the thing. Not everyone knows about the potential of this coin. That gives you an edge. That gives you a chance to check your change, search your old coin jars, and perhaps find one of the rarest 20-cent coins in Australian history. Imagine flipping a coin and discovering it's worth hundreds. That's the thrill of collecting. That's the excitement we want you to experience. So, how can you identify if your 1979 20-cent coin is valuable? First, check that it's truly from 1979. Then, examine the coin closely. No mint mark, clear platypus design, and minimal wear. If the coin has minimal scratches and a clean rim, your chances just got better. Better yet, take it to a trusted coin dealer or have it graded by a reputable numismatic service. A professional grading can dramatically boost the price you could ask for. People all around Australia, and even internationally, are waking up to the potential hidden in their old coins. Don't wait for someone else to find treasure in your drawer. Coins like the 1979 no mint mark 20 cent are no longer just currency, they're collectible assets. They tell stories, they increase in value with time, and they bring excitement to those smart enough to look closely. We're not just talking about history, we're talking about opportunity. The opportunity to own, sell, or trade a coin that represents a moment in Australia's numismatic legacy. If you're thinking, I probably don't have one, think again. Thousands of these coins were minted, but only a small number remain in good condition. And yours could be one of them. So go ahead, check your old piggy banks, ask your parents or grandparents, or visit garage sales and antique shops. You never know where this hidden gem might be waiting. And remember, collectors are always searching. If you have one of these coins and it's in great condition, you could list it online, take it to an auction, or even trade it among collector groups for a premium. Don't let others tell you it's worthless, because for the right collector, it could be extremely valuable. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of art. A fragment of Australian history. A prize waiting to be claimed. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rare and mysterious 1979 20-cent coin with no mint mark, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more numismatic treasures, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a valuable update. And remember, every coin tells a story, and some tell it with a little more shine, a little more value, and a whole lot of history. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you just might hold a fortune in the palm of your hand. Next up, the 1969 Australian 20-cent coin, without a mint mark. Don't blink, because this coin could be sitting in your home, silently increasing in value. At first glance, it might look like every other 20-cent coin in circulation. The silver sheen, the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and of course, the elegant platypus swimming on the reverse. But hidden in plain sight, the 1969 version carries with it something that many collectors crave: rarity, vintage charm, and untapped potential. This coin is more than just pocket change. It's a snapshot of a time in Australian history when the economy was shifting, society was evolving, and the Royal Australian Mint was experimenting with precision, quantity, and quality in ways never seen before. What makes the 1969 20-cent coin valuable is not just its age, it's what it represents. A year where the Royal Australian Mint produced a relatively moderate mintage of this coin, around 14.1 million. While that number sounds large, compared to other years, it's significantly lower, making high-grade specimens quite rare today. And here's the golden detail: no mint mark. That's right, the 1969 version of the 20-cent coin was produced without any mint mark, a standard practice at the time. But fast forward to today, and this absence tells collectors something very specific: that this coin is part of an early generation of decimal coinage with historical significance. The absence of a mint mark means it came directly from the main facility, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. For seasoned collectors, this detail adds authenticity and prestige. For new collectors, it opens the door to a deeper journey into Australia's currency history. Now let's talk value. Right now, if you're lucky enough to find this coin in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a coin worth up to $400 Australian dollars. And that's today's market, a number that could rise in the future. Coins are like time machines. The older they get, the more people want to collect and preserve them. That's especially true for coins like the 1969 20-cent piece, a coin that doesn't come around often in pristine condition. And why is that? Simple. This coin was part of everyday circulation for decades. Most were used, worn, scratched, and tossed around. To find one with minimal wear, a clear rim, and sharp detail is like striking silver in the wild. So, yes, this coin is already valuable. But what about the future? Can it go higher? The answer is a resounding yes. As the years go on, fewer of these coins will survive in high-grade condition. That natural rarity will push demand, and demand drives prices. Think about it. Collectors of Australian currency are growing every year. As digital payments rise, physical coins like this one become even more desirable. They're not just money anymore, they're history in your hand. And while some may dismiss it as common, the informed collector sees the 1969 20-cent coin as a cornerstone of any serious Australian decimal collection. Especially if it comes with smooth edges, clear details, and that iconic platypus swimming in crisp relief. Now, you may be wondering how to identify if your coin is one of the valuable ones. It's simple. Check the date, look for 1969. Examine the surface for shine, wear, and clarity. A strong coin with minimal blemishes is what buyers want. Even if your coin has circulated, it can still fetch a premium if it's in decent shape. There are stories of sellers getting up to $200 for well-preserved circulated versions in private sales and auctions. But that's just the beginning. Coins with special characteristics, such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or proof-like finishes, could sell for even more. These error coins are few, but when they're linked to a vintage year like 1969, the value jumps. So don't let that coin sit unnoticed in a jar or drawer. That little piece of metal might just be your doorway into the world of coin collecting, a world that's exciting, profitable, and filled with discovery. And if you're thinking of selling, now's a great time. Online marketplaces, collector groups, and numismatic auctions are booming. Coin values are rising. People are paying premium prices for well-kept, old Australian coins. That 1969 20-cent coin, especially in high-grade condition, could attract offers from seasoned collectors or even museums looking to preserve the history of Australia's decimal transition. But perhaps even more exciting is what the future holds. Imagine holding onto your coin for another decade. As interest in physical currency grows among historians and hobbyists, your coin's value could double or even triple. That's right, it's not just worth something today. It's an investment for tomorrow. A portable piece of silver-like history that could one day fund a holiday, a gift, or a greater collection. Don't just be a coin owner, be a coin hunter. Be someone who finds the extraordinary in the ordinary. Because the 1969 20-cent coin, without a mint mark, is one of those coins that collectors whisper about. Quiet, rare, and full of promise. And this is your chance to join the ranks of collectors who spotted value before the rest of the world caught on. The 1969 20-cent coin is rising in prestige. Every year, fewer remain in collectible condition. And the time to find yours is now. So go ahead, pull out your coin jars, look through those old drawers, ask your parents or grandparents, because finding this coin could mean unlocking a surprising reward. And remember, what may look like a simple coin to some, can be a powerful piece of numismatic history to those who know what to look for. This coin is not just valuable, it's meaningful, it's collectible, and it's waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this journey into the history and value of the 1969 Australian 20-cent coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for more insights into valuable coins from Australia and beyond. Because every coin has a story, and some coins tell a story that's worth hundreds. Keep searching, stay curious, and never underestimate the value of what's already in your hands.